beautiful design here. 8.7 millimeters thin at its thinnest point, which is actually a few millimeters thinner than the iPhone 4. You have, looking at the hardware again, you've got HDMI connection on the top, USB on this side, 3.5 millimeter on the other side. We call this the ultimate multimedia smartphone, powered by the latest version of the Android platform, so it's a gingerbread device. And it also has a beautiful screen that we call it the reality display that's powered by the Sony Mobile Bravia Engine, so it gives you really brilliant pictures. It gives you better color management, sharper images, and better noise reduction. So all that contributing really beautiful images for videos and for photos. In addition to that, the reality display has a complete airtight seal that keeps unnecessary reflection from getting into the screen. So it's a really low reflection screen. Looks great indoors, will also look great outdoors as well because of that. So that combined with the software of the Mobile Bravia Engine, which we get from Sony, which is the same technology, the image engine that you find in the Sony Bravia TVs, you'll find also here in the Xperia Arc mobile phone. It also is beautiful for taking photos and videos too. So for capturing images, you have the 8.1 megapixel lens for photo and HD 720p video. On top of that, we get another wonderful asset from Sony. That's the X4R for mobile camera sensor. And the biggest benefit of the sensor, well, first off, it gives you brilliant images again, but especially under low light conditions is where you're going to see the greatest benefit. So compared to conventional CMOS sensors, you're going to get twice the sensitivity, but with a great reduction in the noise that you would expect on the image when you're shooting under low light. So very crisp, very clean images for photos and for videos. And speaking of photos and videos, with Gingerbread here and in the Xperia user interface, you have 5 panes that you can scroll through, slide through side to side. But over here, I'm going to go back a couple, and here's the media pane. And you can tumble through all your photos and videos and find the one that you want to play. You can also play your music here from the same screen. Let me go into the videos, and we'll talk about the beauty of the Sony Mobile Bravia Engine again, showing the final fantasy video. See how brilliant that is again with the detail, the contrast ratio, the noise reduction, and the sharpness of the image. All brought to you with the reality display powered by the Sony Mobile Bravia Engine. You have some really cool features in the UI too. Of course, Android Gingerbread is great all by itself, but we do a couple of things that enhance the experience. Let's say you've got all these shortcuts and widgets all throughout the 5 panes on the home screens, and you just want to bring them all in and see what you have all together. This brings everything on one screen. You go, oh, I've got this, 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 and this. Well, let me go to this one, for example. Now it takes you to the respective screen. So you bring them all together and you go, nope, let's go to this pane now. You also have the ability to create folders. So let's say I've got this shortcut and this shortcut on my home screen, and I want to kind of consolidate them and make more room on my screen. I can then go and create folders. So I've got a folder here now that I have called News. Actually, that was already a folder. But if I had 2 shortcuts, I could bring them together. That would prompt me to create a folder, to name it, to establish an icon category. Like this one is the News folder that I've set there arbitrarily. And so it really helps you to manage all of these home screens. So part of just these signature experiences that Sony Ericsson brings to the Xperia UI, in addition to everything wonderful that Android's going to bring you. Speaking of everything that's in there besides Android and Android Gingerbread, you have an 8255 Qualcomm processor. Compared to the previous Qualcomm processor in the line, the 8250, you get a lot longer battery life. So it's more energy efficient, and it also performs better with graphics and with videos, and so it really complements the theme of this device being the ultimate multimedia smartphone and being a very entertaining device and a very intelligent device, of course.
Typically, what can we expect as far as the use time out of it?
You get about 7 hours of talk time on it. I don't recall the standby time at the moment, but I think it was about 400 hours if I'm not mistaken. But we've been really impressed impressed with the battery time. You know, usually here at our trade show, people are really running the phones through the ringers, and we're doing a lot of battery swaps, you know, just because all the demanding things they're doing on the phones all day long. Really not the case here with these phones. So we're just anecdotally, with our experience here in the booth, with these phones that are not final software, we're really impressed. And that's a combination of the 8255 processor and Gingerbread working together to make a more energy efficient device.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.